All right, time for the fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with sinus. I'm going to assume the N is true. Maybe we'll do IN. We could do ING something. Oh, but then I'd want to do S. And if we do the I, we can't do the S. We could do a Y, something like dingy. How about that? Okay, well, one of the N's is a lie, so we know the gray eyes are true. So, I mean, we could still go with the N and the Y being true. We'd have to have a lie from both of them, so we could do, how about bungee? I think that, no, because the N, oh, right. If we're doing the N, then we can't have a lie on dingy. The N is the lie on dingy, so we can't do the G, but we could still do the N and the Y. It's just that the N is the lie in dingy. We could do bunny. That would work. Okay. Well, one of the Y's is a lie, so we know the gray N's are true. Therefore, this is the lie. The rest of these are true. This is true. This is true. So we can still have the B and the Y. The Y would be the lie in bunny. We'd have to have a D or a G, and we can't have an I or a U, so we could do something like batty would work. Could we do no, I was gonna say bodily, but that has an ILY, and we can't do boldly. That's too long. I don't know. Let's just do batty. Why not? Okay, well, the B or the Y is the lie both times. Which means, since we know the B or the Y is the lie, the A and the D's have to be true, which means this is true. Which means if we want to do the B and the Y, we have to have a G. Boggy. I don't know. I mean, we could do like BRO. Then it would have to be brogy, and that's not a thing. It might be that there's a Y somewhere else and no B. But if there's a Y, it's probably at the end. There could be no Y and it starts with B. The Y could be the lie all 3 times. That's possible. Then there would be no G. We could do broth. That would work. Let's try that. Okay, well. So one of the B's is a lie. If there is no B, then this is a lie, this is true, and that's the lie. We could do time. That would work. I was just thinking, if the yellow Y's were true, it would be a word with a Y not at the end, and there's not very many of those, but I think time would work. The T would be true in broth, the H would be the lie. Thought I was onto something there. Okay. Well, one of these 2 T's is a lie, the yellow or the gray, so we definitely know there's no H. There's no H. I mean, at this point, it seems very unlikely that there's not a Y, because it would be the lie 4 times. I mean, it's possible, but the Y would have to be the lie all 4 times it's been in a word. So I think there is a Y. If the Y is at the end, it has to be B and Y. If the Y is at the end, then the B is true. This is true. But the B is the lie here, so there's definitely a T, so the T is true here. No, the T is the lie here. Sorry, the T is the lie. So if the B is the lie, the T is true, this T is the lie, so the rest of these are true. So there would be a T. And, I mean, at this point, there has to be an O or an E. There could not be an E if the gray T is the lie, but if the B is the lie, then there's no O. Right, so, okay, so let me back up a little bit. So if this is true, right, this is a lie, this is true, this is a lie. Therefore, the O and the E are both true. We've now ruled out A, E, I, O, U. And all we have is Y. which, you know, maybe is okay, except how I don't know, because the y can't be third. It would have to be, I mean, you'd have to have another y. It would have to be like this, I guess. No, I don't think so. I don't think that works. I don't think the green b can be true. That's what I think. I think the green b is not true. This is the lie. These are true, which means this is a lie. There is a y. It could be third. It would be the lie here. If that's the case, then there is a t. There would be no e. I want to do like coily, but we can't. That would be two lies because we know the yellow y is not at the end. We know the y is not at the end because the yellow y is true. And if, oh, the other thing is if the y is a lie, if there is a y third, then there's no t, which makes the t the lie. And so now we're back to no o or e again. If you put a y third, you can't have, which, yeah, and you can't have an r, because you can't do like crypt. It almost works, except you'd have, the problem is the t here. So, what other words have a y? You can't do mer, because we know there's no h. If there is a t, then the t here is the lie. Which means the y can't be there. There's no e, so we'd almost have to have an o, probably. Octal. I think that works. Okay. All right, well, the yellow T or the gray T here is a lie. One of those two, right? So there's definitely no O. Oh, man. And, I mean, we're pretty sure there's a Y at this point. So this has to be the lie, right? And so, oh, so there's no T. So there's no T. So we can do this. And then I think there has to be an E because there's no O. So I think we're going to go like the cycle. Cycle works. Oh, man. I was trying everything except the right thing, I think. Man. All right. Well, I got there. I still had one guess remaining, but wow, that one was a struggle today. So, all right. Well, let me know if you hopped through that quickly like a bunny or took your time, I guess. And how many cycles of guessing it took you to get to the right answer today. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.